Hola John.
Hola,
Hola
buenas noches.
John.
¿Mm?
Te veo más joven hoy.
¿Tú or yo?
Tú.
Ah, well, yo decidió para seguir. Si está bien contigo,
Eh,
está ayudando.
te está... ¿Qué cosa? En English.
¿Posible?
I didn't understand what you said.
Me gusta seguir con los entre tú y yo.
Ah, sí, ¿te parece bien?
¿Bien? ¿Está bien?
Por
Ok,
supuesto, yo sí puedo ser útil, me siento mucho mejor conmigo mismo también.
ok. Unless you think perchance you're just going to be repeating things that the same things.
It's my
You know,
job.
Hmm?
It's my job.
It's your job. Okay,
Always
because
repeating.
I notice I'm getting pains. No bad pains. My bottom of the spine.
Yeah, at the bottom.
Uh, yes,
A little
but
bit
it
higher,
feels like hmm?
a little bit higher or at the bottom, like sacrum.
uh, I don't know how I can say. How can I get? Can you
You
see
stand
me
up?
here? Here.
No, I cannot see, but yeah, and the lower back.
Where-
Maybe in between the sacrum and lumbaris. Lumb.
It
Uh,
feels like things are getting moved, so it's not a bad pain. It feels like it's a positive, and it's not. How horrible! Just mentioning it.
when you work, not when you do the things in your home, what is the kind of work you do? Is sitting a
I
lot of
just finished. Just finished mopping what sweeping the kitchen floor and mopping it. Interior work because I can't go out in the sun.
okay.
Computer, but my job is washing dishes, making beds.
Yeah, a lot of physic work.
Yeah,
And in the meanwhile or meantime, in between the beds and the floor and the dishes, you go down to the computer and send mails or
yeah,
stuff.
computer. Today I had to go out to 3 or 4. I was out for like 4 hours in the car doing things I had to do.
Too many hours in the car, right?
Yeah.
And how do you sense your posture?
Better when I think about it, including my head.
Yeah,
Because when I was standing up straight, at a certain point I saw my head is not is down. So now
yeah, good.
I'm kind of tired now, but that movement is new, and that's fantastic.
Very good because the work we are doing is through the habits
Ah,
of movement, not habits where not habits in the feeling or the in
yeah,
intellectual thing, but the movement. And when you realize that you can do this, something changes in the posture.
yes, yeah,
You know,
definitely.
that's the goal. That your nervous systems finds a way to find the right position, not because it's it right, because it feels better. No, like you said, when I noticed that I in some point I go up, and what is what we are looking for, the connections in the spine from the bottom to the head. Yeah, but
Yes.
how do you feel about yourself? It's a
So
it's a big question, I know.
a lot of tension right now, a lot of
And
tension on both sides. Yes,
tension and in every direction, with your wife, with the work, with the family, with the every direction.
Totally, yes.
It
We
goes.
just had a huge storm here last Saturday, and we had like two trees about oh 4 meters high, reached up from the ground. It was a big. This ground got wet. A lot of wind on the side of the house. Two huge trees. So I was out arranging to get those taken care of because my wife will want to cut it up by herself, and I'm not going to. The price can't be that expensive, so she just have to. I had to arrange that in secret, otherwise she'll get upset and do want to not have me do it. My dog has an eye operation, which just about I can just about up to arrange the price, which my wife doesn't even want to hear about because she got all these other things going on. So that's just 3 or 4 things, and on and on and on. So
It gets worse when one grows more, no, when it gets older.
older.
Only to be prepared for me. So only to.
I don't know. I thought it would get easier, but uh, no, it's I don't know. It beats me.
Yeah, I ask these questions because the the view of Feldenkrais, which we are trying to work in this kind of somatic way,
Uh,
he thinks the person is a unity in between the feeling, the thinking process, and the body. Is not
mhm.
separated.
Oh,
To
they are.
study them, we need to separate things, but every action we have applies every tension that we is it social tension, or is it emotional, or is it intellectual, or something. No, this is familiar to you because you are in the work, and at some point it feels like it's going in that way, but we are working with the mechanical way of the body works.
Mhm.
No, so let's begin. We
Okay.
I don't need you don't need the glasses, so you can take out.
Yes. Yeah.
And first, I want you to stand up. I need you to stand up. Stand up.
I'll stand up. Ah,
It doesn't matter if I see you in this
okay.
at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for a moment, without movement, only those movements that are natural. Try to focus on the standing position. What is the sensation of the foot? Which foot, the left or the right, is pointing at? Are those foots like the fingers are in front of you, or are on diagonal, or are two separated? This, how do you feel? Not I'm not asking you to answer me these questions. I asking you to focus your attention on the sensation of the feet, and then up to the knees. If you feel the knees are more um, close to each other, or are too separated, and if this knees has relation to the foot. And then the knees to the hips. You know where your hips are. The connection between the leg and the pelvis. Just breathe and focus on how is the feeling of the body in this posture. And then from the sacrum to the lower back, where is the pain? Can you focus on which part of the back or the bottom is the pain? And only if you can breathe and breathe in and drive your attention and the air to that point, to that area. Maybe only with the imagination, it doesn't matter, but try to feel around the point that is it the pain? And notice in which direction your weight goes, to the left or to the right. And then up to the spine, to the elbows, your shoulders, your arms. If it sends more the right arm or the left arm. And where is your head? Your head is again in front, carrying the weight of the body to your front side of the body, or is it to the back, or where your head is? Over your sternum. How do you feel the ribs when you inhale and you exhale? When you breathe in or breathe out, how do you feel this movement? Is it only feeling or sensing in the front of the chest, or can you feel it in the back? And we try this one. When you breathe in, you elevate your shoulders go up when you inhale, and then back, and when you exhale, goes down. It's almost like a circle. When you breathe in, goes up your shoulders. When you breathe out, goes back and down. Trying to see what happens in between the shoulder blades, in the back, in the spine, through the head, and what is doing your head? Your head is going up, down, from side to side, or what is happening to your head? You breathe in, your shoulders go up as long as you can. Then when you exhale or you breathe out, your shoulders go back. Like if you want to crack a nut in between the shoulder blades. It's like opening the chest, but in the back side, you close the shoulder blades. When you breathe out. Okay, let go this and sit down again to the chair. But not at the not in the middle, maybe in the edge, like other times. When you are in the edge, you can roll your pelvis with your tailbones, the isquiones. Those bones are in the cheeks or in the bottom. So you can roll forward and roll backward, right? We were doing this the lessons before. So you can change the weight in front, and this is rolling forward, and you can change the weight back, and this is backwards, right? Now, in the middle, you push your tailbone or your tailbones to the floor, and imagine that something is behind you and trying to pull your head up from the coronilla. Like, yeah. Then here again, you breathe in, your shoulders goes up. When you breathe out, your shoulders goes back and then down. And try to feel what is happening in this back, down. Breathe in, shoulders goes up. Breathe out, the shoulders goes back and down. That goes back is very important, like a circle. And then try to connect this movement with rolling forward and backward. It doesn't matter how it goes. Only you focus on what and trying to do the same at the same time, rolling forward and backwards while you breathe in and your shoulders goes up, back, and down. But without pain. If it feels that it hurts you or at some way or something, you do it less, like a tiny, very tiny movement. Maybe this is the hardest part of this work, doing very tiny things. Because we are not looking for strength or elasticity. And what is happening in between the spine in the vertebrates, las vértebras, if it feels like it's moving to the head, because it's connected. If you goes up and roll, maybe something happens, and let that happen. And maybe that something happens to your eyes too. Like when you go up, maybe your eyes tries to go up too, and it's good. Then rest for a few breathings. Go back to the back of the chair and let go any tension. And notice if your thinking process is going to somewhere. Like if you maybe you're in the bank, or maybe you're in the kitchen, or maybe you're in the beds, or where is your mind? Don't answer me, just notice where your mind goes. Maybe
Bank
your mind,
of mine. Mhm.
because this in the work is the the formato, aparato formatorio is speaking always, is speaking, and speaks whatever, but you can notice what is speaking. At the same time, when you breathe in and breathe out, where is your feeling? If it's open, if it's closed, if it feels nervous, how do I feel? Not how do I think I feel. I can do that connection with this center. And not is not the conceptual thing, is not no es un concepto, no es una idea, sino una sensación, a sensation in here. Go back to the edge of the chair. And your hands over your legs. Again, push the chair with your sitting bones to the floor, and like if someone is pulling down your head straight to the universe, to the sky. And in this position, you will try to change the weight to the left and to the right, but in the sitting bone, not only with this part of the body, not this, but trying to pull the cheek, pull the nalga, trying to elevate your left nalga, no sé cómo se diga, the left cheek and the right cheek. And something happens in between the ribs and uh, the connection in between the leg and, le decimos cadera, I don't know, hip, in between the rib and the hip. And we are doing this flexion on the spine. I want you to notice what is happening in the lower back, but in the middle. And when you go to the right, your head goes to the left. When you go to the right, your head goes the opposite direction. It's a puzzle. Then when you go to the left, your head goes to the right. What is happening now? Yeah, what is happening now is the medicine. What is, let go that, go back to the back of the chair and rest. Every movement has a neural root.
Logical.
Every movement,
Neurological. Neurological.
every yeah, neurological movement in root, like raíz, ¿no? O sigue cierto camino. Your your neurons here, which is involved in the movement with the body, follows one route or another. Well, when I ask you to do something that you have never done before, something happens to that route. With that way of thinking is, oh, where is the, how is the, no? And that is the problem to solve. Not for the mind, for the sensation. It never goes wrong because you are learning something. And when a child learns something, it never goes wrong. It's only an experiment. So go back to the edge of the chair. Again, the sitting bones to the floor, and like if someone is pulling up your head. Relax your shoulders, breathe in, and again, you change the position of your weight to the right, to the sitting bone on the right, el isquión derecho, and your ear goes to the left shoulder. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's too long or too big, the movement. It's better if it's very tiny. Then change to the middle, where you sense both sitting bones at the same point. Then change to the left, and your right ear goes to the right shoulder. Yeah, only the intention. It is something new. Then go back to the middle, and now do it by your own rhythm. Trying to remember what is happening and sensing. More important. That is why we focus on what I am thinking, or the apparatus formatorius or whatever is thinking. Because I need this energy to sense. It doesn't matter if you do wrong. It is never wrong. You are experimenting something. What is happening in between the ribs, your shoulders, el abdomen, your abs.
What you're saying, the nalga, the right, the head's to the left.
Nalga derecha, cabeza izquierda, el oído al hombro. Nalga izquierda, oído derecho, hombro derecho. Let go that. Go back to the back of the chair. Go back to the chair. Rest. Rest. Breathe in, breathe out. But at the same time, you can watch. You see my body? More or less, because you have no glasses.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. This is for later. Look what is happening. I go to the right, my weight goes to the right. I elevate my, you don't do that. You don't do, only watch. Levanto mi nalga izquierda, el peso está sobre la nalga derecha. ¿Qué está pasando aquí cuando yo muevo la cabeza? No me respondas. I go to the middle, then go to the left. I elevate my right nalga. and my head goes, my ear to the shoulder, but see what is happening. Yeah, this is for later because you will have this video and you can go forward and see, oh, I need to reach that position. No? Now, I need you to rest in the bed and use as many pillows you need to feel comfortable.
You have to see me?
No, but you tell me when you are ready.
Yep. Okay. I'm ready.
Well, close your eyes. Breathe in, breathe out, trying to follow the air through your nose, which part of the ribs are moving. If it feels a little bit pain, you can arrange that with or fix it with pillows. So use as many pillows as you need to feel comfortable. And feel free to change the position anytime. What we are looking for is to relax or to dissolve any tension with the breathing. So notice which part of the legs touch or press the bed.
Which part of the leg does what?
Touches or press the bed. Is the sensation of touching which part of the back of the leg is touching the bed or the pillow or is here in this at this point we are not moving, is only trying to free the tension everywhere, but we need to start at some point in the legs, then go up to the ribs and try with your breathe in and breathe out to free yourself, free the tension of this part of the ribs and the vertebrates. Like if you were giving space in between the vertebrates, in between the spine. Every breathe in and breathe out creates space in the ribs and in the spine. And you can imagine that. But most important is to focus on your breathing going to that direction, to the spine and to the ribs. Trying to inhale and exhale with the whole capacity of your lungs. Not only a short breathing. I need you to do long breathing, like extending and expanding your chest, your your back, the abs. And this is going to end soon because I need I need to go to the other class, the other lesson, to other people. But you will continue this for 10 minutes or more. It doesn't matter the time, but you will try to focus your breathing and expanding the space in between the ribs and the vertebrates of your spine. Is that clear?
Can you say that again?
When you breathe in, you expand or push space in between the spine.
Mm-hmm.
You will try to do this for 10 minutes or more.
Mm-hmm.
And then you continue with your life like normally.
Okay.
This video, I will send it to you in maybe tomorrow or something like this.
Okay.
Okay. See you
Thank
soon
you.
the next week, right?
Yes.
Okay. Rest. Try to
Thank
rest.
you. Thank you.